Alright everyone, this is the One-Eyed Cat, and I am here to show you really briefly, how to make a Barbarian face character.
Fate, dost
in
thou
D&D we call a face character someone who essentially has high charisma and the person's skills, to make it happen, so that, you know, it's easier for, because party diversity, you want someone that's good at like dialogue checks and utility stuff, but you don't want someone that's like maxed out. Like if everyone has charisma, I mean that's still possible if everyone was like paladin, bard, warlock, sorcerer. In theory you can have a charisma party, but in Baldur's Gate specifically, usually the game will default to your avatar. I'm doing a Karlach playthrough, and so I thought I would show you all how to actually build a dialogue check friendly type barbarian. So this is going to be a Berserker Thrower build, so the very vast majority of all the things that she does in combat are going to be strength based. So here's how I'm going to sort of play it out. I'm going to take that, let's see here, and I'm going to max now. There's almost no intelligence checks in the game. Wisdom is important for perception checks, and I'd rather have at least like a 0 modifier instead of like negative to perception checks. Dexterity is only for finesse weapons, and she won't really be using very many of those at all. Last I checked, I could be wrong. I'm going to give her 14 for Constitution because everyone should have probably at least that, so that they're not pathetically easy to poison and harm. And for the advantage of hit points to a point. Now here's the thing. Charisma. She doesn't have to have a super high charisma to make the game work. So in theory I can go more like this. Charisma 14 is probably good enough for her. However, I want to do something that's going to be like lore friendly to her. So I would say intimidation. Focus on intimidation skills, because I'm going to have half decent persuasion, but especially intimidation. Then I'm going to take perception, because she needs to notice things, because she's going to be like marching in the front of the party essentially almost all the time. So now I've got this. Now again, I did say that, you know, the majority of what she does is going to be like strength based stuff. She's not going to be throwing, or she's going to be mainly throwing things. Only when you throw a finesse weapon is it even going to matter, but a finesse weapon will take, or at least should take, the highest of either strength or dexterity automatically when you throw it. So I'm only going to give her a little bit of dexterity, specifically so that she can do pretty half decent when it comes to like weapons that like are dexterity based, such as like ranged weapons like bows and arrows. But again, she's going to be a Berserker Thrower, so it really almost doesn't matter. In theory, I can go with 0 dex in the first place, and I can max out Charisma for dialogue checks. Now, the game is not set up so that like you're going to automatically have a really big problem if you don't have good persuasion and other skills. That's not how Baldur's Gate 3 is set up. There's some charisma, some perception checks, or not perception, but like persuasion and dialogue checks that you can fail. You can just straight up fail them, and it's not going to kill the game. This is how I would therefore recommend playing this out. So I'm going to go ahead and sorry, I got distracted for a second. I have a kitten who's attacking me under the computer desk right now. Can you meow for the audience? Can you meow? Come here. Can you meow? Meow for the audience. I love you, little kitten. I love you. I might even feature my kitten on a video, but anyway, that's how I would do it. That should be good enough. And then from there, like I said, I'm going to take Berserker Thrower. I'm going to do that build, a build that's on Games Stitching. I recommend it. It's really nice. Berserker, because I'm going to go into Frenzy and I'm going to use Enraged Throw. And especially Enraged Throw is great because if you knock him prone, it's easier to hit him. Anyway, and this is like super early in the game, but I just figured I'd go ahead and give y'all like a basic on like how to do a Charisma Barbarian. It's actually pretty nifty. This is the One-Eyed Cat signing out. Have a good day.